So that brings me on to two questions. The
Okay.
one question I'm really interested in is around habit formation. So you've just described doing something consistently for 28 days. And I think most things would work if you did them consistently for 28 days. But how do we convince ourselves really, well, what is it that we need to do that? Because I know 12 minutes isn't that long. And yet I could find a million excuses not to do it.
So there's two things. One, we get fed up with being fed up. Like, one, we get to that point where we will do anything to change the situation. And in recovery or in addiction, people call it the rock bottom. So
Mhm.
we need to get to our rock bottom in whatever situation it is. The second, I would say, one I always use is habit stacking.
Okay.
So I was doing like I was doing three breaths in the morning. That was it. Just but sit up and mindfully take 3 breaths in the morning, sort of to reduce to release the parasympathetic nervous system. So I just added it onto that. For me, and I'm going to be totally honest here, what makes me keep doing something is seeing the transformation, seeing the benefit it brings. And for me, I didn't plan on doing that for longer. I planned on doing it for the 28 days. I will just do it for that period. What's changed, what's kept me doing it is because I actually see how much like tangible benefit it is bringing to my to my life. Admittedly, one of the things I was writing is I am consistent in the actions that help me move forward.
Ooh.
Because I also know myself that I pick things up, I drop them down. I try to have a really consistent morning routine for years. And, great, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, maybe a couple of weeks sometimes, and then something would happen. So again, I was using the mantra, I'm
Nice.
consistent in the actions that I know are going to help me or that are helping me move forward.
So the other part of that is, so you work in recovery. So part of it is about how to begin positive habits and positive actions. But also there's something about how do we let go of the things that don't serve us, the addictive behaviors, the toxic behaviors, the you know, doom scrolling, the whatever it might be that has become an unhelpful habit. How do we let go of those things to create the space for the things we want to welcome in?
The first thing is again, is being honest. It's actually being honest with yourself and with someone else that this isn't working. It for me when it came down to it, and okay, I was using substances to get me through the day, but I'd got to the point I would wake up every morning, and I know I would wake up every morning and think, oh God, no, really? Did you? Damn it! Now I've got to do all of this again. So it's that bit of being fed up, so fed up that I would do anything, but also that got me to a point, and this is with anything, whether or not it is just the fact that you get home from work and you throw your shoes off and you lie on the sofa and you go on, doom scrolling and put the TV on and have a glass of wine because actually you hate your job because it brings you nothing, because you feel unappreciated, because you're doing it for the paycheck, but there's nothing in you that your soul is dying slowly because it's not getting to do anything. You've lost the will to live. You've lost the will to sort of like go out to step outside, whatever it is. So it's quite a bleak picture I painted there. But whatever it is, getting to that point where you can actually share with someone, and it's important that you share, that you get that energy out and go, do you know what? I'm not good. This sucks. I'm in a position where I don't want to go on. I don't want life to be like this anymore. But I don't know what to do. How do, because that again is an energy transfer. You're holding the emotion, all about frustration, all about negativity, all about pain, all about hurt, all about sort of like is being stuck within you. The moment you let it out, the moment you verbalize it, the moment you speak, and if it's difficult to speak, start with journaling, but literally physically transfer that energy out of you.
And does it have to be rock bottom? I mean, like I would like to use Facebook a bit less, but I wouldn't describe it as a rock bottom situation.
Rock bottom is whatever you say, rock bottom is whatever gets you to the point where you make a change.
Uh,
It's that point at which you get fed up of being fed up.
yeah.
It doesn't need to be life is falling apart. It doesn't need to be, I want, all of that. It just needs to
Had
be that
enough of this.
I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
And even it would be interesting, actually, I'm going to, be interesting. Now you've verbalized it out loud to me is actually, I'm fed up with this. I'm fed up with, being on Facebook. It'd be interesting to see what happens.
Mm. Well, yeah, because I need to be on Facebook for business purposes. I don't need to be scrolling. So I could make a decision to use Facebook on my laptop to post things, to network, to go live, all that kind of stuff, and to take it back off my phone again.
What do you, if you don't mind me asking, when are the times that you go on Facebook on your phone?
Um, when I'm So it might be something like I've just got my little one to sleep. My book is just out of reach and my phone's in my hand. So I'm just gonna go, "Hmm." And it's the kind of numbing, it's a numbing out thing. It could be a little bit too much information. It could be while I'm on the toilet.
Yep.
It could be just almost like a compulsion, like I put my hand in my pocket and I just check to see if anything's happened. To see if anyone wants me. So yeah, I didn't quite mean to word it like that, but yeah, to see if anyone wants me.
Mm. See
So
where you can have that connection with
yeah,
someone else.
yeah. But it's the kind of compulsion bit of it that I don't like.
So what could you do? I mean, I've got a few ideas listening to them, but what could you do to kind of not distract yourself, but to do something that you feel more empowered by doing or something that feels healthier to you?
Well, I'm a mindfulness teacher. I could do some mindfulness. I could tune in with my breath. I could tune in with my surroundings. I could feel my feet on the floor. I could say some affirmations. I could uh, There's probably loads of things I could do. I've spoken to so many different people about really awesome things. I mean, I could do a bit of tapping. I have to remind myself, like there's loads of things I could be doing.
There's a wonderful book. I'm trying to see it. Firstly, I haven't got my glasses on. My books are all over there, so I'm not going to be able to see it even if I had. By a author called B.J. Fogg, which always makes me laugh. Um, sorry, my childish humor coming in there. That says, so like have something that you can do in 30 seconds. And if you do that, then that goes as being a success and celebrate it. So, when you said that, your book could be just out of reach. So your like mini micro action could be actually just getting up and getting the book and putting it on the table next to you.
Yeah.
And even if you do that, celebrate it to yourself. Yeah, I got up. I did that. Well done. I'll be proud of you, Rachel. And if you still then go on Facebook, so be it. The likelihood is that because the book's there, you'll actually carry on. But it's instead of setting ourselves like, I need to do this to be successful, break it right down so that you can be successful in like 10 seconds. Because the moment, I mean, it's like a toddler, it's like a puppy or a young person. When we reward ourselves with a pat on the back, when we go, hey, you did that, the brain wants more of it. So it
Yeah.
will do more things. And I love what you mentioned. Thank you for being so honest about that. Like, when did it become impossible to go to the toilet without a phone?
It's really disgusting when you think about it.
Yeah. But that's a really good time. I mean, I have two teenage girls now, and one of them has always got her earphones in, and the other one is like, I think it's been surgically attached to her hand, but on the toilet. And I'm going, I'm busy. I'm like, no, you're not anymore. You were busy, but now you're not. But actually, I have the little thing that in it may feel a bit uncomfortable, it maybe is to actually just, if there's somewhere that you put your phone before you even go into the bathroom on a
Yeah.
table outside.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, just while you're there, connect your feet to the floor, do some of that mindfulness.
I mean, it doesn't even need to be that. I could put it on the side of the bath, out of reach. The toilet's on that side of the bath. The phone's on that side of the
Can I
bath.
ask a question? Why is your phone on you all the time?
It's not on everyone all the time.
Why? No, does it have to be?
No. And sometimes it isn't. But yeah, it is more often than I'd like. Mm. I mean, some of it, I don't have a Fitbit for a while. I was using it to count my steps. But does that even matter? Of course it doesn't. None of it matters.
Why do you need to count your steps?
So that in moments when my life feels really out of control, I can go, well, at least I've done me 10,000 steps.
Okay.
And actually the it's a good way of knowing where I've got where my mind is, because I haven't done 10,000 steps in ages and don't give a shit, because actually I'm fine.
It's an interesting excuse you've been using.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe I should just put it down. Then I'll bloody lose it.
Yeah, I have. I've done that, and I now my phone. I don't carry it around with me anymore. Partly because it is that automatic thing. If it's there, I'll use it. If it's not, then I'll actually just sit there and look at something else, or I'll do something else. Um, I have WhatsApp on my phone, on my computer, like you say, Facebook on my computer Messenger. When I do use it, I call
Yeah.
myself from the laptop, so I can't, because there are many times I'm literally going, "Where's my phone? Where did I put it? I put it down somewhere." Because I'll go and I'll put it down somewhere and carry it and do something, and then I just leave it there because actually I've got out of the habit of having it in my pocket, having it on me all the time.
Right. Moment. Moment. Actually, I haven't got it. I haven't.
Hey!
Just about to do a dramatic. I'm going to put it. I forgot where it is now. I haven't got it in my pocket. I was,
Oh,
I
hey!
was going to dramatically put it in my bag, but I haven't even got it in my pocket.
Well,
Maybe I'm ready.